Let's start by writing your title on your interactive notebook. Don't forget to add your name on there as well. So by, and then put your name there. Let's go ahead and cut out our master lists. So just cut it down to size so that it'll fit in your iPad. So we're just gonna cut it nice and close to the line. And then after you're done cutting out the roots, you've got your prefixes and your suffixes. And on this one, you have two sections. So you can go ahead and cut above where it says suffixes. And then continue to cut out each piece. After you have these pieces cut out, you can set them aside and then start working on your page dividers. So we're going to start with the roots. Okay, so this one's a little tricky. So first, we're going to cut along the line here. We're going to cut this section out. Make sure you don't cut too far because you need this to be intact. And then you're going to cut along this side. Cut on the inside line here. And then cut a little tiny tab here. So now you have your tab and your title page, and then you're going to fold it right in the middle down where it says roots. So one's going to be upside down, one's going to be right side up. Get it as straight as you can. Oh, you can see I left a little bit on here. All right, and so I'll show you what you're going to do with this in just a minute. So I'm going to set that aside, and you're going to do the same thing with your prefixes and your suffixes. And if you notice, each tab moves over a little bit, and that's so they don't overlap. So this one's in the middle, this one's on the far right. The next thing you need to cut out is going to be your vocabulary sheet. So you're just gonna cut around. Okay, after you get that cut out, set it aside, and then you're going to cut out your graphic. After your graphic is cut out, you're not quite finished. You have a couple steps. So you're going to need to cut along the dotted lines here because you're going to make flaps so that you can write the definitions underneath each of these words. And then the last line you're going to cut is not a dotted line, but you've got to cut it in order to make it work. And so now you have the flaps. And then you can fold along this line here, and that might just be a little helpful for gluing it into your notebook, because the only spot that you're going to put the glue on is this spot right here. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to bring back our interactive notebook, and I'm going to open it up. This is your title page. You're going to leave that blank. So on these two pages, on one side, you're going to put your prefixes, and then on this side, you're going to glue down your roots and your suffixes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. After your suffixes are glued down, you're going to turn the page. So after you glue each side, you're going to line the pages up with the top of the notebook like this. Don't put any glue here on the roots. Put your glue back here and leave this sticking out. Then you have your first tab. Then you can start numbering your pages. This page is going to be number 1. The next page is going to be number 2. You're only going to number your pages on the right-hand side. After you've numbered your pages, you're going to glue down your first set of definitions. Notice how I left some blank space for notes. And then on the right side, you're going to glue down your tabs, your graphic. So I'm only going to put the glue on the flap. I'm going to glue it close to the left-hand side. Underneath, I'm going to write my definitions, and then this gives me a space to write notes if I still need to do that. When you get to prefixes, make sure you cut along the lines. Don't cut too far. Cut this out so that you have the middle left over. And then again on page 40, you're gonna glue everything, but you're gonna skip the tabs. Line up your page with the top of the paper. Flip it over. All right, and now we have our 2 tabs so far.